Good morning, OFN. It is so awesome to be here. Thank you all. My name is Kevin Goldsmith. I'm the head of Community Development Tax Credits and Intermediaries Lending at JPMorgan Chase. It's great to be here with you at this pivotal moment for our industry. I really appreciated Harold's comments yesterday and all the guidance and strategies set forth for us as an industry. I also really appreciated his explanations of some new terminology that our youth are using. I've recently learned a little bit myself. We have a 5-year-old, and we went Halloween shopping about a week and a half ago, and our 5-year-old was like, "What size should I be wearing for this Batman costume, Dad?" And I said, "Well, you're kind of tall for 5, and so that costume there says 6'7". And he started going 6'7", 6'7". Fortunately, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal a couple days later that explained to me what 6'7" is or is not. But in all seriousness, really appreciate you guys having us here. For more than 3 decades, JPMorgan Chase has been working with the talented people in this room to foster opportunity, strengthen communities, and increase access to credit through CDFIs. And we know our work together makes a real, tangible difference. Last year at JPMorgan Chase, we provided $3.2 billion in affordable housing financing, invested more than $570 million in new market tax credit equity investments, and distributed more than $400 million in federal and state historic tax credits. And through our Intermediaries lending team, this is where it's really exciting for us. Through our Intermediaries lending team, just last year we provided more than $420 million in financing to CDFIs and intermediaries. And that really allowed us, partnering with you, to drive a shared mission to increase affordable housing, grow small businesses, promote job creation, and build sustainable wealth and help communities thrive. Our community development banking team helps make this possible. We're dedicated to enhancing vibrant and inclusive neighborhoods by providing loans, investments, and services that strengthen communities across the U.S. with a focus on low and moderate income areas. We prioritize long-term relationships, delivering debt and tax credit equity to help make impactful community development projects possible. We serve for-profit and nonprofit developers, government entities, and community-based organizations, offering financing for projects that vary in size and complexity. That includes everything from construction loans to bridge loans to long-term permanent financing. And importantly, in our intermediaries lending team, working with CDFIs, we provide financing, deposit, and treasury services and other banking solutions to community development intermediaries such as LIHTC syndicators and community development financial institutions. The work we do with so many of you in this room is powerful, and it changes lives. CDFIs serve as economic shock absorbers or superheroes of community development finance. They provide flexible and patient capital, rigorous risk management, and commitments to the projects in their communities and the sustainability of their borrowers. A personal story, working with one CDFI this past year that we're very proud of. We worked with Rock USA, or resident-owned communities. As some of you may know, I'm from a rural area in northeast Iowa, and growing up, see some Iowans in the, not that many Iowans usually in crowds, but that's awesome. Growing up, I had many friends and colleagues that lived in mobile home communities. And many of you may or may not know that oftentimes they may own their home, but not own the land and infrastructure beneath that. Rock USA has been providing capital to mobilize owners of those mobile homes to purchase the land and help build sustainable wealth for those families. Thank you. And so the role that CDFIs play is inextricably linked to our collective ability to move the needle forward, especially in underserved communities. And it has been for generations that community development finance organizations have always existed for those who haven't been able to access the financial mainstream. As Dan Latendra mentioned yesterday, community development financial organizations have been around for more than 100 years. They are just called mission-oriented organizations or other type of community development corporations. They've really helped keep roofs over the heads of families, aided entrepreneurs as they start businesses, and created the services that make our communities thrive. Regardless of what you call it, the work CDFIs do is as important to Wall Street as it is to Main Street, which is why it's essential that we are all here today. It is critical to have a forum to bring the industry together to share the successes and challenges with policymakers and other CDFI stakeholders. And so today's advocacy theme is timely. There's a lot of work to do to ensure the continued strength of our industry and key partners. We need to continue the work with key partners to push innovative products forward that solve key challenges. And we must continue to work toward a strong policy environment that supports critical initiatives supporting CDFIs that have really created millions of jobs that cost the federal government a portion of the actual cost of the value that they bring to their communities. And it's important that we showcase how essential our work is in reaching communities that traditional financing alone cannot. I'm very proud that JPMorgan Chase has a long history of supporting CDFIs and other vital institutions that make our communities stronger. We're continuing to focus on the critical role they can continue to play in driving economic growth and increasing opportunity in the communities across the country. Yes, the landscape may be shifting, but I have full confidence in the incredibly talented individuals in this room and across our industry. We are natural problem solvers, and I know we will continue to work together to develop solutions that expand access to credit, address local needs, and make a real difference in America's communities. Thank you to OFN for bringing us all together today. Thank you.